All right, everyone. Link in the description, archived, of course. The left is now trying to blame the Minneapolis church shooting on Orange Man. Yes. I wonder why. Could it be because Orange Man bad and can literally do no good? Yeah, I mean, if he personally walked in and beat the shit out of the shooter and stopped him from shooting anyone, they would have called it brutality. Oh my God, the President of the United States just battered somebody. He pretends to be pro-gun, but he decided to hit this person just for shooting a weapon in the general direction of the church. You know it. I mean, I wish I was being hyperbolic about these things. The sort of things that maybe 10 years ago I would have said, ha ha, this is a funny joke, have become effectively real. Donald Trump decided to cut certain federal funding with regards to trying to prevent school shootings. Can I ask a question? And it is probably the most rhetorical, I hate that term, that I have asked any of you before. Have any of these initiatives stopped a single school shooting? No, they haven't. That's why it's rhetorical. It's self-evident. Throwing money at it doesn't work. It's like, oh my God, we've got a big flood going on over here on the lake. Here, let's take some Benjamins and throw it in the water. That'll solve the problem. It's basically all you're accomplishing with these things. Over and over and over again with this transgendered shooter and with other school shooters, etc. And this is happening more frequently now. I wonder why. Just wait until the lockdown kids come of age and go through puberty. Oh, trust me, you haven't seen school shootings yet. Won't be people like me that are to blame for the situation. Fauci will be probably dead by then, so unfortunately, nobody will be able to drag him out of his house and dunk him in the river. Here's the thing, though. These initiatives don't work. We've been trying this for a very long time. What we've got is a breakdown in society's fabric and of the nuclear family. You have disinterested parents, a government that almost causes them to be disinterested, and basically acts as a babysitter. You've got a generation after generation of people that have been promised great things, but they're never really achievable. I wonder why you get rage incidents like this. Donald Trump is not responsible for this in any way, shape, or form. The idea that he ended these programs, dude, when are we going to find out that this individual, they might have already found it out, I haven't kept up with the story in the last 24 hours, was on the FBI's radar or something like that, like with the Tsarnaev brothers and people like that. Government gets to know that a person is violently ideating. They're making threats online. They're hoarding, explosive reagents and stuff like that, but they don't do anything about it. Meanwhile, if you get found guilty of certain misdemeanors, or you're even, suspected of having committed one, they'll take your guns away. But if you're building bombs in your crack shack and you're known to the FBI, they don't do anything. The people that are most likely to be violent and insane and do violent and insane things are completely ignored over and over and over again. So, who cares about the program? Clearly, it worked so well because the money would have already been dispersed for this program anyway, and presumptively he would have been on someone's radar before the Trump administration even began. And of course, it wasn't on day one that Trump cut this program anyway. I found it funny. This article is so reaching. It's like basically imagine breaking your elbow and your shoulder in order to reach your arm out just a little bit further in order to grab a grape or something like that. That's effectively what this article is doing. It's madness. Completely nuts. The level of reach here is sheer. Very, very much sheer. Again, take that link. I mean, read the article for yourself. I mean, it's almost amusing because of how sad it is. Donald Trump cut this funding. And then a church was shot up. Clearly, these two things are related. No, I don't think so. I believe that the plans to shoot up the church were made by this individual prior to the cutting of this program entirely. It's not clear whether this program would have any pragmatic effect at all. It's just the government wasting money. Hey, we're going to spend $500 million to study school shootings, and then we'll file off a couple pieces of paper telling you, the government what we think should be done. based on what we've examined. Well, I mean, that's not going to do anything. It's not going to stop any shootings, and it'll take years and a lot of money to accomplish literally nothing. Government is very good at doing this sort of thing. Bureaucratic groups and focus studies and shit like that cost a lot of money, and there are a lot of people that are employed doing nothing of value to society whatsoever. Can you name any of the people that are involved in these studies? Generally speaking, no. There's a reason for that. Quietly in the background, they are giving advice and opinions on things that they often know very little about to begin with. This advice is seldom followed. When it is, it's seldom successful. It's useless. It's pointless. What you need to do is rebuild the civic structure of the United States. You'll have less of this shit going on. It doesn't mean ridiculing someone for wearing girls' clothes or something like that. It does mean that if the person is, they've got an awful lot of glass bottles and canisters of kerosene and a big pile of oil rags over in the corner. What do you think that they're doing? It's kind of self-evident, just saying. But the government will ignore that person, and instead they'll have a 24/7 agent monitoring somebody who made, troll posts on 4chan. This might contribute to the problem. I'm just saying, it's a possibility. That's about all. Peace out.